Hey everyone, so I don't know, this might become a part one, part two kind of deal video, updates as I go along. Yesterday I was out here, I did film a video for you guys, but I wasn't really too happy because it was getting dark out. Today is like really the first cool winterish kind of day here in Florida. I did some pressure cleaning yesterday because we had our grill from grease pan that traps the grease had fallen out and was left out actually during hurricane season, so our deck got a little grease stain. I did use some Young Living oils and stuff on it and our household cleaner, so it was really like dark. So this is now what it turned out to be, which like this whole area right there, all that was all like dark, so that is like much better than what it was. I'll probably do another round to it, but just trying to clean off our deck because Christmas is coming, and I also decorate our backyard for the houses that are behind us and for a little bit of the road that comes down. Not sure where I'm at, right here, back over here. So yeah, and I powered washed the doors to our back patio, but it was starting to get late by the time I got back. My dad had a doctor's appointment for his leg yesterday because he had an accident March will be 11 years. So we have to go to the doctor constantly because his leg literally healed like a bow and arrow. Basically, the part of the bar that you would use to throw out the arrow, the bow itself. So his leg is always in pain, his hip is in pain. So we took him for cortisone shots, which we have to do constantly because he still works outside. Wow, some crows, which is not always what you can see back here. Backyard kind of gets, we don't use the backyard as much as we used to. As the years has gone by, I've gotten bad reactions to the sun because I had sun poisoning about 5-6 years ago. So like right here, you can see my chest is already starting to turn red, my cheeks are turning red, and it's not the cold, it's just that the air, when it hits it, it makes it get like itchy. I go through a lot of Young Living lavender and stuff to hold the moisture in. A lot of baths with Epsom salt and some of the Young Living oils, just to moisturize my skin constantly. My skin doesn't sweat, unfortunately, only under like most people, like when you're outside and you're in the sun, your body like fully sweats, and you can see like if somebody was out running, you could see the sweat on them. Me, the only place I sweat, when a little embarrassing, is underneath my chest where it didn't get sun poisoned, and under my arms. Otherwise, my body doesn't sweat, so unfortunately that my face blows up, so it's like trapping the sweat. So usually I use a lot of our lavender spray. There's a spray mist. I've showed it to you guys in the last video when I was at Disney. So I use a lot of that. I actually have 2 of those bottles. I have one that's in my purse that stays there all the time, like with the sunscreen, and there's one on my side table for when I come out of the shower. You can also use it as a detangler for your hair, which my hair sometimes does get a little knotted depending on the day or what I'm doing, so sometimes I just throw that in. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and revamp the backyard, just because I'm gonna do holiday lights, and because my dad is the only sole proprietor in the family, it's easier for me to just try and pitch in when I can. Since my mom's handicapped, I'm most of the time taking care of her, so if I know she's on the couch or if she's laying down, then I'll come out and do a project. I mean, here's what the deck looked like before. I think this is pretty cool. It's like the difference night and day on it. The wood is still actually tight. It's a little dry, but it's still damp in certain spots. If I take my shoe off, I could feel it. But I'm just gonna try and clean up pretty much right before that yellow mower, because after that is all my dad's business supplies. He does irrigation. As handicapped as he is, he can barely bend, but he still does it to put food and stuff on the table for the family. So I get to decorate pretty much I'll put like a big Christmas tree here, which today would be really windy if I had to put it up. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so it's kind of crazy. I also have been dealing with a lot of stress lately, so I've been doing a lot of stress away oil, joy, energy, just because of the fact that my grandfather had paid for our trip to the convention last year, for the 25th anniversary, which was also my first convention. Loved it. We already had purchased our tickets with money that was also left from him to make sure that we did attend 2020 convention, which I always don't want it to come super quick, because then I know it's like the last part of him. He did also pay for room and board for the 2020 convention, but unfortunately when they heard my mother was handicapped, they canceled the reservation, and I've been arguing, actually probably now going on 3 weeks now, with Airbnb because of the fact that they would not refund the money for the cancellation. So I've been dealing with that too, besides all the medical and stuff going on, just daily life. So I started a GoFundMe page, but I'm not worried about it. If anything comes in, it's just extra toward room and board if I find a place, or just anything needing to go, such as food and stuff. It's just a little bit less stress out of my dad's pocket, besides the fact, so I'm not too worried about it. I do a lot of eBay selling besides, so I'm just trying to do whatever way I can. I just thought at this time in my stage of life, I decided that I wanted to pick up YouTubing. I don't know why. A friend of mine told me that he loves doing it, so I said, well, if he loves doing it so much, maybe I'll join the YouTube world. And also it's a great way to share about our oils. I really can't wait to show you guys whatever part whenever I get to the back, to see how all this comes out, because I really, honestly, I rather use, even though it's outside, I don't want to waste using stuff that I could use it in the house for, but I just don't want to use regular chemicals out here, because it's like the animals still, we have a couple rabbits that were from these trees over here. There's some rabbits that hang out, and I always find them in our yard. We found some turtles in our yard too. So it's like, I think if they eat at the ground, they're going to be eating those chemicals, and that's just as bad as us putting harsh food in our system that is not properly cleaned, or it's not organic. So, there's just all that lovely stuff that I think about even when I'm all stressed out. So when I get done, I will probably do a video while I'm actually cleaning that, so I'll post that one too as another day for you. So that's just pretty much what's going on. I'm gonna try and move some of these rocks over here so that the mower doesn't hit it when it comes through. The hose is still actually here because I still have to finish power washing that in the back, so it's cool enough. Nobody, I don't think, needs the hose because that hose is from the front yard. Hopefully Dad doesn't realize it. So but that's pretty much it for today. I really didn't do too much because Dad was home most of the morning, so I was helping him with some business paperwork and tax paperwork, and supplies list. So I was kind of busy and kind of hard. He's not really into the YouTube world or sharing his feelings and stuff like I do, so I just don't do YouTubing around him too much. One day, maybe I'll get him to change, but for right now, it's just me, the puppies, and my girls. For those that watched my video in the Disney video, I should have videotaped it, but when I brought Minna home from the resort, Jasmine, who is my smallest puppy, she went crazy. She was like so happy Minna was home. It was just so adorable. She went up and kissed her, like smothered her in her face. I actually had her pacifier in her mouth when she came home, because it was pretty much midday and nap time really, and she pulled the pacifier out just so she can kiss her. And she laid right next to her pretty much the rest of the day. I had to run up to the supermarket and she wouldn't even let me take her, so I ended up taking Sophie with me. So Sophie was kind of happy it wasn't raining out, because Sophie doesn't like rain. She doesn't like any type of water, including bath, but everybody needs a bath. So yeah, so it's just been a crazy week. So I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna get some work done, and when I'm done, hopefully this place is gonna look much better, at least decent, so that it looks decent when I put the Christmas lights up and I show you guys. I'm gonna sign off, but right before I sign off, don't forget to hit subscribe and like. If there's a video that you think I should do a topic on, such as like oils or anything really, I'll try to try to complete it. If it's oiled, trust me, if I have it, I'll let you know about it. But anyhow, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I just hope everybody is going to be safe during the holidays. That's a crazy week. That's a crazy week for me. Just thinking about it makes me like laugh and giggle about it. So, but I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.